Hi y'all! This video goes out to all my fellow writers out there. Well, I'm not a writer, so I'll just exit this video. Wait, stay with me. Although I'll be talking mainly about how to outline a book in this Outlining 101 series, if you're a student who needs to write essays or a project manager at work, this crash course on brainstorming specifically will help you out tremendously. The point of an outline is to lay out all of your ideas in an organized way that you can reference back to when you're doing your writing project. With writing a book, outlining is super important because it allows you to see clearly all the paths that you have to take in order to establish your plotline. Before we can start an outline, we need to brainstorm. But before we can even brainstorm, we have to come up with an idea. What do you want to write about? Have a topic in mind, but no need to go into specifics. We'll get into that later through the brainstorming and outlining process. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to make up an idea with you, and it might get a little bit weird, but it will make my points. What should our idea be? How about a vampire-human romance story? Because that hasn't been done before. After the idea, then we can go into the brainstorming. Other ways you'll hear this terminology is a mind or brain dump, but really you can use whatever you want. Parking lot, lobby, elevator, the name doesn't really matter, just the purpose of it. But I call it brainstorming, so let's head over to the computer and start our vampire romance. Alright, we're going to start by dumping all of our the good, the bad, ridiculous. You may incorporate all of these, you may not. I like starting off with the 4 W's. That's who, when, where, and what. So who are our who's? The who's are our main character list. Let's start our boy. And we're naming him Victor Ironheart. That's a cool name, right? Alright, then we're going to have the human girl. And we're going to name her Olivia Stroker. And then we're going to create a vampire and a ghost by the name of Penelope Afron. And then we have our human girl's father, who's a vampire hunter. And we're going to name him Bill. There's got to be at least one normal name in there, right? Next we have our Win. When is the story taking place? Modern day or... Let's go with modern day. Next we have our where. Where is the story taking place? How about New York? Lots of potential victims there. Alright, now that we have our who, when, and where, it's time for the what. What is basically the plot line of the story. Olivia Stroker is going to fall in love with Victor Ironheart. Then we have Victor's ghostly best friend Penelope Afron, who warns him about a prophecy of a powerful vampire hunter that will lay waste to all vampires. After the news, Victor tries to break off the relationship with Olivia, but she led on to him anyway. After this, we find out that Olivia's father, Bill, is a vampire hunter. But is he the one from the prophecy? Next, Olivia struggles to choose between family and the love of her life. And suddenly, an ancient tent in the subways of the city reveals itself to Olivia. And we come to find out that she is the powerful vampire from the prophecy. Now she must choose, embrace her destiny, and kill the love of her life, or fight off the powers within her and save him. In the end, love will win through. And the vampire hunter gene is killed off forever. Or is it? Leave it open for a sequel here. Now that you have your main plot line, you can start putting it into an outline. The what's will continue to grow throughout the entire outlining process. For example, for it to be a true romance, you're going to need to add in a lot of subplot points in between the major plot points in order to establish a believable love interest. And throughout the story, you're going to have to develop your characters in a way that will showcase their motivations and true intentions. Thus, adding a fifth W. Why? Why are they doing what they're doing? Now that we have our 5 W's, here are a few bonus items that you can add to your outline throughout the brainstorming process. Number 1, a character list. List out all of your main characters and minor characters that you've thought of so far, and list their names and physical descriptions and personality characteristics so you can keep track of everything all in one place. And no need to worry about having all of the minor characters down pat. You'll be adding all of those throughout the writing process as well. Number 2, a quote list. Have a couple of really profound quotes in your mind that you want to include in your story, but don't exactly know where to put them yet. Put them right here in the quote section of your brainstorming. Number 3, symbols. Want to add some little Easter eggs of some really mind-blowing stuff? Add them right here in the symbolism section. Number 4, places. Here you can list all of the places that you eventually want to have a scene at. For our vampire romance, we could have Grand Central Station, Rockefeller Center, Times Square, any of those places that are in New York. If they are real places, it helps that you have been there before, because if not, then you'll have to do a ton of research to make sure that you get all of the physical descriptions right whenever you're setting the scene. Number 5, deaths. How often are characters dying in your story? Who do you want to die? Should we kill off Bill? It would make poor Olivia an orphan, but it would eliminate the threat to Victor. List any planned character deaths here, and if it's a major character that you're killing off, make sure you also write down and brainstorm reasons why their death is a major driving force for the plotline. And number 6, random ideas. These are the other random ideas you have floating around in your mind that you want to incorporate into your story but don't quite know where yet. An eye is gouged out, a snake bite kills someone, Olivia has a near-death experience, or maybe someone does hard drugs and then when a vampire feeds on them, they also get high. Yes, I realize all of those were quite morbid, but that's just how my mind works. You may use these random ideas going forward, you may not. And this list can get pages long if you really let your imagination soar. Did these steps help you? As I said, this is just a crash course on brainstorming, and I plan on making more videos in the future in this Outlining 101 series to go more in depth about all the different step processes that you can take throughout the outlining process. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you want more videos on writing, make sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below or tweet me at the Mav Moses. And while you're at it, go follow me on all my other social media accounts at the Mav Moses across the board. Links down below. Thanks for watching and bye for now, y'all.